Hello guys, welcome to the stream today. Hope you guys are all doing well. Everyone's here. Sab, hello, Dover, Punisher. You guys are all already here. Homebug is here. Oh my goodness, we've got the whole crew today. I'm good, Ram. How have you been? Sab, how are you going with your commissions, by the way? Mick, Necker, Join, Hat Cult. I don't have a hat here today, guys. So I'm gonna have to cancel your redeem, Homebug. I'll refund your points because I don't have my hats with me today. So well, thank you for the 100 biddies and the crag. Appreciate that. So guys, today is really exciting. I'm gonna be finishing off my coffin boy painting. So yesterday we did all of the masking fluid removal and we added some watercolor. So you guys should be able to see there's a lot of yellow added. I really wanted to bring back the yellow because when I added the masking fluid, it was just really working so well, the color scheme. So I wanted to add that yellow back in. But yeah, basically we're going to be finishing him off and I need to add all of the graphite details today. So it's going to be exciting. It's my favorite part of the process. So I already have headwear on. I do, so I guess it kind of counts as being part of Hat Cult. You're dying with commissions, but you're grateful finishing one and you got another new commission last night. Oh, Sab, I hope you're not undercharging though. You really just got to take care of yourself. Like if you're, you know, feeling overwhelmed with those commissions, then maybe think about charging a little bit more instead of just taking more on because you don't want to burn out. You really don't want to burn out. But yeah, guys, basically, this is what we're going to be up to today. And yeah, I'm still tossing up whether I did the hair too dark, but I really like the contrast as well. You're definitely not undercharging. Fantastic. That's awesome. That's really awesome because your talent deserves to be rewarded. It really does. Don't charge, don't undercharge. Get those monies. Exactly. The biggest thing I think is if you're starting to see like a lot of demand on your art and you're not able to keep up and you know, there's too much to take on, then I think you've reached a point where you need to start being like, maybe I need to raise prices, you know, because so much demand and too little time means, you know, you just got to raise those prices. But yeah. Took you so much to force you to increase your comms pricing. I know, it's a really hard thing. And I think artists especially, we always feel, you know, because we also enjoy the process, we quite often feel so bad because we get something out of making it for somebody. And so we almost feel like we should just be doing it for free, which, you know, we'd love to, obviously. But then when you get to the point where so many people want your free time and you also want to work on personal commissions of your own, you know, that's when you got to start asking yourself, you know, this is your job as well. Like, I'm sure there are days that doctors enjoy their job. Does that mean they should just do a surgery for free? I don't think so, you know, like your skills are valuable and you also need to take care of your well-being. If you're spending so much time on the thing that happens to be your passion and you've got no other time to do other work and earn an income any other way, then that's just how you got to do it, right? And it really sucks. Like you can still take in you know, take free commissions in for friends here and there and stuff like that, but I think you just got to still look after yourself as well. Puff, hello, how are you doing? Your latest webcomic post kind of sums it up, yeah? I gotta check it out. I gotta see that one then. Alright, I gotta put on the recording because I'm gonna be releasing a speed paint video for you guys on Patreon. I don't think I've not released. Have I released one this month? I'll double check. But every month I release a Patreon speed paint video, so you guys will be getting that every month. And yeah, that's why I gotta do these 20-minute recordings, because my camera is limited to recording only up to 20 minutes. It's crazy, guys. It's so crazy. Alright, so this is where it comes to life, guys. This is my favorite part. My favorite part. By the way, I haven't checked what was question of the day today on Discord. Did you guys check that? I need to go double check. What's question of the day? Because I haven't been on Discord today yet, guys. I had like a bit of a crazy morning. I had all my bills to pay, and I didn't really receive pay until today, so I couldn't pay them until today, so I just had to go through a backlog of that and just get everything paid and sorted out. So my morning was a little bit hectic, but we get through it, guys. We get through it. What's the best thing you could reasonably expect to find in a cave? What the heck? Was that question of the day? Oh my gosh. Alama! Guys, we have Alama in the chat. Welcome back, Alama. You're here. How are you doing? A wise artist once said, it's up to you if you want to do an artwork for someone for free or not. Everyone else has no right to control that right. Yeah, exactly. Like, guys, please go and give Alama a follow if you don't already follow her. She is one of my supportive patrons and also a great member of our community, so please go give her a follow. Dover, thank you for gifting that sub to Alama. Oh my gosh. Guys, we gotta bury her now. You know how it goes. You know the process, guys. Our very first burial for today. Dover, even more subs. 2, we've got 1 for Punisher as well. Here we go. 2 little subs. I don't know why it's being so laggy, guys. It's crazy laggy right now. But 2 little subs, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Also, I bought a new toy for Zazu, guys. I'm just gonna move this. I bought a new toy for him. And it's pretty creepy, guys. It's pretty creepy. He already destroyed most of it. Hang on, I'll show you guys. Two little tombstones. What's wrong with Streamlabs? Why is it only counting 1? I swear there was 2. What's a parachute drop? A parachute drop is like a drop game that you guys can play. So basically, you guys have to fall in a pot of boiling green liquid, and that is the goal of the game. But yeah, basically, guys, I got Zazu this doll. Now, let's just think that this is one of Zazu's mortal enemies, and it's like a voodoo doll that he chews, and basically he tortures them whenever he likes, you know? But basically it had two little bells on it. He was holding 2 tiny bells this morning, and it only took like 10 seconds and Zazu chewed the little bells off, so clearly the little bells was his favorite part of this toy. But yeah, he seems to love it. It's hanging in his cage like that at the moment, and he's pulling it up and then chewing on this doll. So yeah, he loves it. He's been really, really happy with it. We have more drop redeems, oh my gosh. Dover landed for 57 points, there you go. Hope he doesn't have anyone else's hair open. Who knows? Who knows, right? One more try. You can have as many tries as you like, Puff. That's the point of the game. You just go for it. Knock yourself out. Try and go as many times as you like, and you gotta try and get the top score. So, when you get the top score, I think you will stay in, no, everybody who lands stays in the vial or whatever you call it. The cauldron, I suppose, more fitting, but yeah. Sad, that is such a cute little emote. Look at this little thing. So cute. What is that? It'll start again after it resets. Should take a couple of minutes. Yeah, and then everyone will have another go. Imagine Zazu doing voodoo. Be careful, guys. Be careful not to get on his bad side. You never know. You never know. But yeah. I gotta make progress on this piece today, guys. And I think I'm gonna start with the little face. I always like starting with the face. I don't know why, guys. It's almost like when I have the face worked out, it's like the whole little creature or character just comes to life. So my favorite part. It's match artist Sosimo. It's so cute. Absolutely adorable. I'll zoom in a little bit because it's hard to see the tiny progress at this point. Amazon sucks. Hello, welcome. I'm kind of surprised that username is allowed here on Twitch, considering Amazon owns Twitch. But hey, I guess they have a good sense of humor. My engagement ring looks really cool. Thank you, Pop. It's a little bat. It's really hard to show you guys. I'll take it off. I think it's gonna help more. It's got two little bats on either side. There you go. You can see the little bat. And then it's got one on the other side as well. I freaking love it. I'm like so obsessed. I didn't want a ring that was normal, so this is the closest we could get to something really, really different. And I was like, am I gonna regret this one day? And then I thought about it and was like, you know what? I'm not gonna regret having a different ring, because different is cool, you know? I know some people may not like having a very different kind of engagement ring, but I do. 200% goth, exactly, because like, if I was to wear a very ordinary ring, it just wouldn't fit with the rest of my jewelry, right? Wouldn't fit. Thank you, Puff, I appreciate that. As you drop a bat emote, how perfect, you love it. Thank you, Elamar, thank you. We actually shopped long and hard to find different kinds of rings. Originally we were looking at like 3 different ones. This one was way more unique than any of the others. So, and it was the only one that was in Australia. So the biggest problem was, if we bought a ring that was overseas, not only could we not look at it beforehand, but any changes we wanted to make to it, like resizing, replating it and stuff like that, we'd have to send it all the way back, and not only is that a risk of getting lost in postage, but it's like extra time and stuff. So in the end I was really happy we didn't have to you know, deal with that hassle, because that would have been a pain. Would have been a real pain. We're still trying to shop around for my fiance for a wedding ring. I've got kind of a couple of ideas at the moment. There's one he's looking at that has like trees and stuff, so it just looks like a forest, and it's really cool because it matches up really well with my ring, but we're still deciding whether we're gonna go with that one. You were reading about that yesterday. Google almost bought Twitch for $1 billion, but Amazon swooped in with a much less offer. The reason Twitch agreed is that Amazon allowed them to have creative control. Could have ended up very different under Google's control. Oh my goodness, can you imagine? But like, it's kind of hard to know which way it would have gone because Google owns YouTube, and there's like a lot of things about Twitch that do need some work and do need some attention as well. So the question is, would we have been worse off or better off? You know? I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think we would have been worse off with Twitch owned by Google? Or are we in a good spot right now? Like, I don't have a lot of experience with YouTube because I've only really done a couple of videos on there, and you know, I don't really have a very big account either. So, just Ali will do. Thank you so much for the follow. I guess I'll just call you Ali. Thank you very much for being here. But yeah, basically, like, my experience with YouTube has been very minimal. I have recently had a couple of copyright strikes on there, which is hilarious because I use DMCA free music on here, and all my VODs that share to YouTube are the same music that I play on here. And the songs that they listed, that they flagged as me having used, I haven't used them. They're like heavy metal songs. And I don't play heavy metal songs on here as much as I'd love to. You know, I play really ambient, like, instrumental stuff. So I was like, how is that copyright infringement? Like, I don't play that at all. So it's not even the same song. It's crazy. But yeah, it's the same thing happened to me on Twitch, I think about a week ago. And they flagged one of my songs here. Again, it's not the same song at all. It doesn't sound anything like it. And they flagged it, and I was just like, yeah, I'm reporting this because you know, sorry guys, throat struggles. I don't really have, you know, many copyright chances here on Twitch. Like, I think you can get like 3 strikes and then your entire account gets taken down. So I don't want strikes on my account, especially not ones that I was not responsible for. It's crazy, but like, that's why I get super paranoid about any music that I play on my account. I don't want to play any videos just in case there's some song playing in it and my account gets flagged. And I also just, I try really hard to have my family members not play any music in the background as well, just in case it gets picked up. But yeah. You feel like Google would have been way better, easier to log in and stuff? Yeah, what's that? Just because it's like a unified account system? You think Undead Knight should have something like Yggdrasil from Norse mythology, or even the Rowan tree from Arthurian legends? You gotta show me some examples, Dover. Gotta show me some examples. He's also thinking of a Celtic knot. I like that idea. I like that idea. Because he's got like Scottish background, so I feel like it's fitting. Imagine falsely claiming because they got no money themselves. What do you mean exactly? You got striked as well? What, on Twitch? Was it like, do you feel like it was fair? Was it the same song you played? Because mine was entirely different. I'd never heard that song before. Good DME, and yeah, Celtic patterns would be epic too. Please show us, because we're looking for some ideas at the moment. We're still open to ideas. He has sort of had his heart set on that one for a while now, so most likely we'll go that direction, but in case he changes his mind or is open to seeing something cooler, you never know. Why Twitch is better than YouTube or Google? Twitch strike reviews are reviewed by real people 90% of the time, whereby YouTube is almost 100% auto-reviewed. That's crazy. Because, like, what can you do when your account basically gets striked and it wasn't your fault and the machines did a mistake? A lot of games you play, like Squad, involve a lot of communication with random people. They love playing music through their mics, so it's difficult to play games like that on Twitch. Oh, that's so ridiculous because that's not even you playing it, right? It's such a pain. It was like, do you guys remember that time I went out like into a cemetery and I started live streaming from the cemetery and there was little kids playing music just a couple of houses from me. It got picked up on stream, guys. I had no control over that. So how do people do in real life streams and not get copyright strikes? That's my question. Like, I was in a freaking cemetery, guys, and this happened. So, how do you control that? What can you do? What you meant is that if you monetize a YouTube video and get the strike, they can still run ads and keep the money. Oh, interesting. That makes sense. That's crazy. Do any of you guys actually keep like an active YouTube account and what's your experience like on there? Because I've only started recently dabbling into YouTube and I don't really know much about it. Imagine this little dude building coffins for you guys so you all can go into my cemetery. Isn't that lovely, guys? He's doing you all such a nice favor. He's so sweet. I always say if I weren't an artist, my dream career, I think, would either be working for an animal shelter. I would definitely love to take in so many animals, like rehabilitate wild animals and release them back into the wild and stuff like that. That would be one of my dream careers. I'd also love to be a mortician. I think that's really relaxing. You don't have to deal with like live people every day. You can just, peace out. And all you do is you gotta paint a dead person all day. Really relaxing. Really relaxing. You just need a friends group that would go along with it, you guess. I think that makes sense. Like, if you have a like, you can also just tell your friends beforehand, like, hey, I'm trying to stream this and I don't want copyright strikes, so do you guys mind not playing any music through mics? Like, personally, I actually find it incredibly annoying when I'm on gaming comms with somebody and their music is playing through their mic. Like, use your bloody headphones. Don't play music in the background. There's headphones for a reason. Especially because sometimes when I'm gaming, I'm trying to listen to my own music while I'm playing with my friends. So that really gets in the way, you know? I feel like that's just a little bit of internet etiquette, if you know what I mean. There's so much more interesting stuff in that article, is there, if anyone's interested. Wait, what article? Headphones were created for a reason, exactly. Or you hear the game through their mic, yeah, but like, they just gotta set up sensitivity settings a little bit more. Like hearing the game, I can kind of understand. I think there was one point in time when my headphones were actually so loud, it was getting picked up by the mic. So I can sort of, that I can excuse because I think it's easy for that to go wrong, but don't have your music coming through. Oh, the link you mentioned above. Oh, here's the expert from the article. Amazon reportedly sealed the deal. We just got rated, guys. A need for Steve, guys. 9 zombies just rated our channel, guys. Please hold on to your brains. All the hype in chat, guys. A need for Steve and his fellowship is here. Please go and check him out and give him a follow, guys. Look at this cool project. Oh my gosh. This reminds me of the stuff my brother used to do, except he used to do it with model tanks. It's just so amazing what they do. So amazing. Red Days, hello, how are you? You also need those entertaining friends to help your videos, make your videos more interesting. Yeah, it's definitely helpful sometimes when you've got like a group of friends getting together, and that becomes really, really fun. It changes the environment for sure. Yugoff, hello, how are you doing? Doing great? That's awesome. I'm doing really well today. Basically, I am adding all of the details to this painting that I've started. I think we started it this week. I don't remember, maybe last week, but basically, it's based on this song by Florence and the Machine. The song is called My Boy Builds Coffins, and this is my take on the song. So I sort of feel like it's about a boy who's really passionate about making coffins. Other people find it kind of weird. It's not really the normal thing to do for a living, but it's what he loves to do, you know? And he's really passionate about it. He pours everything into it. So, yeah, I just wanted to do a piece based on that song. And hopefully now I sort of have something to look at every time I hear that song. You love that song? It's freaking awesome. Her Lungs album was the best. Absolute best. Ceremonials was really good too. After that, I sort of feel like it's sort of, I don't know, thinned out. I didn't really like her latest ones as much as I liked Lungs and Ceremonials, but, you know. Someone has to do it. Exactly. You got a point here, Goff. You got a point. Somebody has to do it. So, you know, better being passionate about it when you're gonna do it. You can see my attraction to the song. Thank you. Lungs is your favorite album. You adore it. Oh my gosh. Don't you just love the cover art of Lungs? Oh my gosh. You love what I've done with my hair? Thank you, Steve. Please, if you want to, by the way, please drop a link to what you did on your stream. Please go to gazo.com and clip a section of your stream, or if you want to, share your social media, because we'd love to go and have a look. Lungs is a bot for sure. It really is, really is. You're trying to order the vinyl through work? You want it so bad? Which one? The Lungs one? Oh my gosh, I think the Lungs one is absolutely drop dead gorgeous, guys. Oh gosh, where am I typing? I'm pretty sure there's a red one. Whether it's, oh, there we go. There's a red one, guys. It's out of stock currently, but there was a red one. Alright, I'll show you guys. Look at that. Red Lungs vinyl, guys. I mean, that's amazing. It's just absolutely amazing. I need this so bad. I really, really need this. That's the one you're trying to get? Red Days? If you know where to get it, I would literally buy if I were able to find it. So I suggest definitely putting in the money if you can. It's so pretty. I know, I know. Also, we have a clip by A Need for Steve. I'm just gonna mute because I don't want DMCA. Can you let me know if there's no music in here? That's DMCA. That's copyright. Whatever you call it. You'll be liking and twerking for a bit, just going to get some food. No worries, Puff. Enjoy your snack or lunch or whatever it is at. Wait, it's around lunchtime for you, isn't it? You use DMCA free music. Cool, cool. Alright, here we go.
Oh.
Look at that thing.
I didn't see you. How you doing, friend? Oh.
That thing's
are
so
you
cool.
What we're doing right now? Let me show you. This is still you know what? This isn't what you want to see. Hold on. Let's get this.
What is that?
This is yesterday's art. We're done with this one.
What the heck?
All right. Now what we got here for you?
That looks like glass.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle glass art. Look at that.
Glass art?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh my goodness. Glass art, guys. This is the first time I've seen glass art on Twitch.
Acid etch it, and then we're gonna paint it, and then we're gonna do the back. We're gonna acid etch that, a different thing. We're gonna paint that. It's gonna be super cool. So follow me.
That is so cool.
Thanks.
Oh my goodness. That is so, so cool, Steve. Glass art. Also, I just freaking love your weapon. This weapon is sick. Absolutely sick. But damn. What kind of paint do you use for that? I'm curious. I'm curious. That's so crazy. Do you get a lot of commissions here on Twitch? Because I can totally imagine somebody wanting to order something in glass art. Definitely. Dinner for you? You're in New Zealand. Oh yeah, it's the wrong way around. It's a lot later for you guys. I always forget that. I'm always like, wait, it should be earlier, but no, it's later. Diporin, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. There's a bad word at the end though. That's totally fine. It's okay. So the TMNT one failed miserably. Yeah, why is that? You saw someone earlier doing sand art and it was pretty cool. Diporin, was it what's her name again? Who's the sand artist? Isn't she a Russian lady that we sometimes raid? Annalise, I think, is her name, but what's her Twitch handle again? Was it her? Glass paint? Hold on, that you get the bottle. Interesting. You turn down a lot of commissions on Twitch. Yeah, I can imagine you getting a lot. Thor's new weapon since Infinity War Neckar, Stormbreaker. Oh, that's what it is. I haven't seen that one yet. Yeah, she was Russian. Sand Experiment. Yeah, that's the one, Jason. Thank you. Was it her, Diporin? Because, like, I've been to so many of her streams. It's unbelievable what she does. Trying to remember what I did with this little dude's other eyebrow. I'm gonna have a look. Got so much art in here, guys. But it's always hard to find a specific piece. Never know where to find a specific. I feel like he was done very early on though. Like, pretty sure he was one of my earlier pieces this year. There we go. Yeah, I was right. There we go. That's the sketch of him, guys. That's when we started him. So yeah, I just want to try and keep all of him pretty similar to how I had him before. There we go. He looks freaking awesome. He looks freaking awesome, guys. I think I gotta put that over there so I can reference to it. I'm real good, Jason. Real good. How cute being, by the way. So Steve, how long does one of these glass art pieces take you normally? She's live now too. Actually, she started just 5 minutes before me. We could probably rate her if we, you know, if we have time today. If she's still live, she probably will be. The piece failed because you acid etch. When you acid etch, you need your stencil to hold up, and yours didn't. That sucks. It's really tricky. Do you feel like it's a process that's very touch and go? I feel like I've had a very similar experience using masking fluid on my watercolor paintings, where sometimes it just rips the paper and I have to start over completely. I entirely ruin paintings and there's nothing you can do about it. You can do it in about 4 to 6 hours. Cool. Burning the candle at both ends? Does that mean you're like really busy? It's a really touchy process, about 1 in 3 success rate for you. Oh no! Do you find that frustrating? Do you feel like this is something you're gonna keep doing? Like, is the passion for doing it, does that override the frustration that you have with all of these issues coming up? Once you screw it up, it's done and you have to throw the whole piece of glass. Oh. It must be expensive as well, because glass, like buying flat pieces of glass that are cut to shape, it's not that cheap, right? It's not that cheap at all. Man, that is quite a process. Bob, thank you for the 25 biddies. Appreciate it.
Everyone talks about how wonderful candles are, but I know they are wicked.
They so are. They so are. It's true. It's true, guys. The passion comes every few years. You've had a success a few years ago and then didn't do it until now. Okay. That's a big part of it. As a contractor, you are always coming by glass to use, but there are times when you are out of stock. You're always on the hunt for mirrors, cheap mirrors. Mirrors are expensive, right? Like, I've shopped around a lot for mirrors and they're not very cheap. They're very expensive. In spending all your free time making a comic, that's awesome. Do you feel like you're making good progress? What would you guys say? Like, everybody in chat, drop what you would consider one of your primary goals, like art goals, or if you don't have art, just one of your creative goals in general that you have for this year. I feel like it's really important to have, like, set one goal for yourself to try and accomplish during the year. Mine is to actually complete an oil painting this year, which I'm completely failing at the moment, but I will get back to it. I will.
Did you know candles can't burn during the week? Because they only burn on weekends.
They only burn on weekends. Gosh, Dover, that's a good one. Thank you for the biddies. That is such a good one. Thought you'd swing by and say hello. Name was Claw. Hello, how are you doing today? I feel like I need a darker pencil for this. It's you, Talon. You just changed your username. Gotcha. Gotcha, Talon. Good to know. I always like when you guys let me know so I don't miss out. It's one of the crappy things about changing usernames. It's like everyone forgets who you are all of a sudden, you know? Your goal for the year is to create a few more portrait sketches. It's a secret. No worries, I won't tell Nova. I won't tell. You didn't want to confuse me? Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Rest in peace is your joke? Wait, what joke? Did you make a joke and I missed it? I'm sorry if I did. If I ever missed anything you guys type in chat, please just drop it in chat again. I don't care. If I then don't read it again, feel free to spam away or stop alternatively. I'm not always the best at catching every single message. I try. But I don't know. I feel like I'm just terrible at actually going through chat like as the chat goes. I feel like I skip around a lot and I don't know why I do that. It was blocked by the mod settings, but there wasn't a bad word. Did you put like a dot in maybe? Maybe it thought it was a URL. Sometimes it hates that. It's just really weird like that occasionally. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to do the hair, guys. It's gonna look so good once the hair's done. Because that's one of my biggest struggles with this piece currently. It just looks, I don't know, like it lacks something because of the hair, I suppose. We'll get there though. We'll get there. It needs a little detail and refinement, that's what it needs. Like, look at that. Look how much detail is helping this piece already. So much more lifelike. Is it pants? I don't know. It must have been a Twitch thing again. There's nothing in the auto mod queue. Yeah, it's probably Twitch. You can't say the build waterbird? What? You know, the duck wore the pants. Maybe it doesn't like duck. I don't know. Why is duck not allowed? It's weird. It has a mind of its own sometimes. The word duck is banned by Twitch itself. Probably because it sounds like something else. That's my only guess. Like something in the channel settings. Interesting. Interesting. We can't even talk about duckies. Duckies are so cute. We should be able to talk about ducks. It's dark, are you kidding? Man. Duckies. We can say duckies though. Duckies is allowed. Duckies are the cutest though. Why should duckies not be allowed? I had a pet, actually it wasn't really mine. Our family took care of a pet goose once, and as a kid I absolutely loved it. I just wanted to hold it the whole time, but this goose was very aggressive. So it always tried to attack me, and it got to a point where we had to give it back to the family, be like, hey, look, we can't take care of it. It's being really aggressive. It's weird. What if someone's username has the word duck though? Yeah, like, can't someone just be a duck? It's weird. I feel like there's like a lot of stuff on Twitch that's a lot worse than duck. So why is that not filtered? You know what I mean? Why duck? I don't know. It seems a little bit off. I can still feel salt on this piece, guys. I don't feel like I'm ever gonna get all the salt off it. That's okay. I like how, I don't know, unkempt his hair's looking. What you doing, Zazu? You heard him? He's been really happy. He's, playing with his foot, guys. Every duck in the world be like, oh. Exactly. I see the cutest Instagram videos of ducks, guys. They are so adorable. Absolutely adorable. You're gonna sue Twitch because you can't say duck, you're gonna build. Go for it. Go for it. If you want to start, what do they call those sites? Is it like a go... No, it's not a GoFundMe. It's like, get enough signatures to make this happen. If you make a page like that, I'll sign. I'll sign. I'll get every duck to sign it with you. Build them, exactly. Build them. Well, it's definitely helping. I'm not entirely sure if it's quite enough. I really wanted it to just have a little bit more, I guess. But we'll see how we go. I think it's getting there. It needs to go slightly darker though. The dark wore pants to cover his quack. The hoops you have to jump through to tell a dad joke. I know, right? I know. Kind of ruins all the vibe. How mockery! It's going well, really well. I'm making so much progress on this painting of mine. It's been a joy to work on. I don't think I've enjoyed working the painting this much in ages. So yeah, it's just like really fully my vibe, my sort of painting. So that's been really awesome to work on. Yeah, really enjoying working on it. I do need to get back into oil painting though. It's my goal for the year, and I'm completely neglecting it, guys. I need to get back on track. There we go. Also, I'm going to make some of the hairs come out behind his ears. I guess that'll help. But I think I'm going to have to darken them with a little bit of watercolour. They're not quite gonna show up. There we go. Freaking amazing how much detail it has, guys. Alright, let me see. Mini brush, where are you? Need my tiny brush. Here we go. Might just move this out of the way for a second. Not gonna need you for a while. Hardly worth the build-up. Exactly. Like, if all of the build-up gets ruined, what's the point telling it anymore, right? Just doesn't really work that way. Alright, let's see. So, he's got like black hair. I'm gonna go apply some black very gently to the little pieces of hair sticking out behind his ear. There we go. It's so good to see me. You were lurking Cryo when she rated me the other day. Really? She was so awesome rating me. I don't get to see Cryo's streams very often. I think either she streams while I'm streaming or just in different times for me because I never get to catch her. A platypus walks into a bar owned by a duck. He finishes his drink and asks for the check. Duck-billed platypus. Oh gosh. Did you guys know that a male platypus is actually poisonous? It's crazy. Their spurs on the back of their legs contain poison. Yeah, it's pretty intense. I don't think it can't kill a person, but it can cause you to have excruciating pain for something like 6 hours, I think. But yeah, it's only the males. They are dangerous. Yeah, they're cute and fluffy and they look adorable, but they're dangerous indeed. Really cute though, really cute. I've seen one once in the wild. I've never seen a wild wombat. I've seen a wild echidna, seen a wild platypus, lots and lots of wild koalas and kangaroos. I've seen wild emus, but I've never seen a wild wombat, guys. I've seen them in zoos, but never in the wild. It's crazy. They're so cute, so they need to protect themselves. Yeah, like otherwise, everyone would go up and cuddle them. Exactly. They need some kind of protection, right? They really do. Really, really do. Where did I put my blenders? There we go. Yeah, you never guessed. Can you imagine the first person who found out that they were actually poisonous? Like, oh my gosh. Rough day for that person. Hello, Var. Thank you so much. Oh, was that like that was an old alert. I'm sorry. It only just popped up for me. I feel like the alerts lately with Streamlabs have been completely whack. That girly, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. The platypus and echidna both lay eggs and produce milk, making them the only animals on the planet capable of whipping their own custard. True. True, exactly. That was a follow. No, it was an alert that came up right before that for me. It was right before the follow. I know, it went out of whack. Stream Elements is weird sometimes. It really is. Really, really is. He's slowly getting there. It's a lot of fun. If you guys had to pick a song that you guys want to draw, maybe we should make this our next art challenge. It's kind of a cool idea. But like, draw your favorite song. I love to see that. I love to see everybody just drawing their favorite song. Like, obviously everyone won't be drawing the same thing because obviously nobody's gonna all have the same song unless you guys are all so one-track minded. But yeah, like, let's make that our next art challenge, having you guys draw your favorite song, because that would be so cool. Oh yeah, guys, why is the command not working, Dover? Is Streamlabs like completely broken today? Oh, there we go, it's just slow. So guys, on the 28th this month, we're having our art challenge review. The prompt for this month is Grim Reaper. So if you guys want to, please join a Grim Reaper, because we're going to review all of your artworks on 28th of this month, and we're also going to share your Instagram pages, so please drop a link to your social media if you can. It's going to be freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. I'm always so curious to see what you guys come up with, because you've all got such unique styles, and yeah, it's just crazy. Absolutely crazy to see the creativity we've got in this channel. Was that a spelling error? Ah, gotcha. I didn't even spot that. So Necker, the camera, do I think there is a workaround to fix the limited recording issue? I've already looked into a workaround, Dover. So there's a plugin that you can install that supposedly overrides that recording limit, but for me, it hasn't worked. So I end up with a bunch of 20-minute recordings from every single stream I've got, and then I need to essentially patch those together. It's freaking annoying. Brick Lane, hello, how are you doing? I'm gonna add the little eyes for these tiny skulls just because that's freaking adorable and I want to see them, guys. I want to see what they look like. So easy with having used the masking fluid for these little skulls because now I can just add all the little details in. It's so much easier than having had to try and paint around them, and I just wouldn't have gotten that nice smooth look. You're good? How about us? Me and everyone. Well, I'm doing really good because I love this painting and I'm having so much fun on it. So I've also been much more up to date with my work this month, so feeling really good about actually catching up, you know. It's a really terrible feeling when you're really far behind on stuff. There we go. Tiny, tiny little skulls are done, guys. Look how cute! They're freaking adorable. Freaking adorable. You're going to a kid's birthday party at the zoo tomorrow. Oh, kids. But animals, though. You get to see animals, don't you? Who doesn't love animals? I mean. Tilawaz, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. You'll be bringing your sketchbook and watercolor. Heck yeah. Of course, you got to. You got to. That's freaking awesome. I went to a 1-year-old's birthday party about a week ago. That 1-year-old had more people at their birthday party. There was like more than 70 people there. That 1-year-old had more people at their birthday party than I've ever had at any of my birthday parties my whole life. It's crazy. Where are you from, Tilawaz? Am I saying your name correctly? You be the fun guy at parties. A 70, I know, right? That's a lot of people. It's usually your family and you going out for dinner. Same, I'm the same. It's usually just family. I think the last time that I had people other than family at my birthday party was probably when I was like 10 years old. I've never really done very extravagant birthday parties for myself, so... Do you guys like having lots of people on your birthday party, or do you prefer to just keep it like a family event? Now in your 30s, you find the more you don't need to celebrate your birthday. I think it's really important to celebrate though. Like, I think it's important to either have one person make you feel special on that day, or to make yourself feel special on that day. Like, treat yourself to something nice. Like, think of everything you've achieved, be grateful for existing. It's important because you matter, and that's the day to celebrate that you matter in the world, right? There's only one you, so I think it's important to still appreciate your birthday, but you don't have to have a ton of people to do that. Alien Frog, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate that. Oh my gosh. And thank you so much for being my patron all these months. I appreciate that too. Here we go, guys. One little tombstone for Alien Frog. Let's get to burying, guys. Let's get to burying. Gotta bury the alien, guys. Gotta bury this alien. There we go. 3 little tombstones in the cemetery, guys. It's looking so awesome. Thank you so much, Alien Frog. You prefer only a few people. Yeah, I'm the same. I'm the same. My drawing is on point on what you feel during your birthday, 1 year closer to death. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry that it's a bit triggering, you know, but hey, if there's any consolation, death can also be merciful, you know? I really can't wait to start the knitted pieces, guys. Like, I really want to do some beautiful textured knitted effects for him, so that's what I'm most excited for currently. Live, die, repeat, the life of being in a knacker's dream. Exactly. We like it dark here, guys. We like it dark here. Dark and wholesome, though. Dark and wholesome vibes only. Okay, is it wrong if you don't want any tombstones or markers on your grave when you die? You told your family that you just want it empty or unmarked. That's really fine. That's really fine. Like, you know, it's your last wish. I mean, you don't have to be buried. You don't have to have anything. I think it's completely your personal choice, and I'm sure your family will want to respect that too, you know. I personally don't care very much what happens to my body when I die, so whatever anyone else wants to do, it's fine by me. Fine by me. You guys do whatever makes you guys feel most at ease. Is what I would just say to my family. I'm not fussed. I'm not going to be here anyway, so why do I care? Dark or wholesome? Deluxesome? I guess that could be our term, guys. That could be our term. Luckily. Yeah, like, I know a lot of people, some people want to be cremated, some people want to be buried instead. Everybody's got their own preference. I don't really give a crap. So for me, it's just whatever makes the people left behind feel the most at ease. I feel like that's my priority. What they feel like doing, what helps them cope the best. I feel like they should do that. Because I feel like, at least in my opinion, you know, the whole process of burial or cremation or whatever is more to help the ones left behind to grieve or to find some kind of closure. So that's why I feel like that should be the priority, what they want. This dream is so dull. When you die, just launch it into the sun and be done with it. That was a great way to go out, Dover. Great way to go out. He's got a nail in the coffin, guys. You want to go into a black hole if you know you got little time to live. That would be cool. That would be so cool to see, right? Last thing you get to see as you live, but hey, what a view. He's getting there, guys. It's perfect because you like spaghetti, and being spaghetti would be a perfect match. Interesting. So your dream basically is to be spaghetti one day. Well, I hope you reach your one true wish before you die, alien frog. I really do. Frog spaghetti. Don't go to France. You might reach that wish a little bit sooner than you expect. What if they are black holes? You get launched into another universe. You mean wormholes? How would be most interesting? What if you thought you were gonna die? We have no cure for your disease here on Earth. You launch through a wormhole into a different universe where they do have a cure, and you end up living. Like, oh my gosh, you thought you were gonna die? You want to slap little aliens around town? So mean. What did the little alien slap you? It's coming along really well, Neckar. The graphite part is the best. It really is. It makes everything come to life. It's so crazy. It's interesting, if time goes slower, would it keep you alive longer while spaghettifying? That could be painful. That could be a really, really painful death. Oh gosh. Becoming spaghetti in slow motion. Oh gosh. Necker, the plot twist. Did it stab you in the back? I'm so sorry. You gotta keep open all your options, you know? You never know what to expect from alien species, so... Don't mind you, you're just vibing. Ethcor, good morning. How are you? Alright, so time for me to... First I want to do this a little bit darker. I want to get that section of my coffin just a little bit darker, because I feel like this is not quite there yet, you know? I'm almost running out of black watercolor, guys. Like, out of all the colors I've used, I used the most black of all. That is way too dark. I want to go that dark. Not quite that dark, thank you. What color, if you guys do some painting, what color would you say do you use the most? What gets used up first in your art palette? Oh gosh, now I thinned it too much. Don't want it too thin, but don't want it too dark. It needs to be like a perfect split, guys. There we go. Fantastic. I still feel like this bit is darker than that one, but I might wait until this one is slightly drier before I darken that one up too, because I need more contrast. I really, really need more contrast, guys. This piece is just asking for it. It's been like, hey, I'm not quite dark enough in some areas. I need to go a little bit darker. So we're gonna give it what it needs. What is Parachute Drop? Parachute Drop is a game you guys can get to play while I'm streaming, and the whole aim of the game is to end up smack bang in the center of that cauldron. Basically, it's a luck-based game. So you guys just gotta hope luck is on your side. Motivation is like taking a shower. It's recommended daily. True. Really is. You gotta keep up that motivation. What do you guys do generally when you feel like your motivation is a little bit lacking? Like, for me, I think what I normally just do is I don't look into the lack of motivation I have, and I just sort of force myself into it. I push, and I kind of make myself just do something until I feel it, and that's usually how I get my motivation back. But yeah, what's the strategy you guys use? 30 seconds remaining, guys. You want to join the drop queue? Oh gosh, that's a massive drop, guys. Massive drop. Playing games or taking a nap usually helps you? Okay. Or just hanging out on Twitch. See, that also motivates me. Definitely. Like, seeing other artists being awesome inspires me to try again. Definitely. You can't get your proportion right when drawing. What are you trying to draw? Sometimes it's just not the time to be motivated. Let it be. That's true as well. Sometimes you aren't in that mood, and no matter how hard you try, you can't get out of it. You're totally right, Ethcore. Sometimes you just gotta let it be. Let it go, let it flow. Definitely. What did I do with his pants, guys? I completely mucked up. There's a section of his pants that aren't filled in, and part of his butt is cut off. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's a tragic scenario when your butt just gets cut off in a painting, guys. Hard feeling to deal with. Alright, let's see if I can darken this bit as well. Only slightly. I don't need this to go too dark, but one more layer should do it, guys. It needs to be in between the darker bit and obviously lighter than that bit, so that's what I'm trying to go for. That's true, Nicole. When you don't feel motivated, you play Fallout instead. How do you think you got to level 662? That's motivation in and of itself, though, Dover. You gotta admit, that takes a lot of motivation. You use that time to feed on inspiration. Yeah, that's such a great way. Like, it's also crazy how much you can learn about art just observing other artists, like watching Twitch, checking other artists' work on Instagram. You can actually learn so much just by watching. So that in and of itself is a productive thing as well. Face one side of the eye is always bigger than the other. Bricklane, are you working digitally or traditionally? Like, obviously, if your character is, like, slanted like that, one eye will have to be smaller than the other. If your character is facing, you know, yourself, like, front on, then yeah, both will kind of need to be the same size. But what I've often found is you can sort of, if you're working digitally, flip your painting halfway through and your brain will automatically adjust those little differences. If you don't work digitally, what I sometimes end up doing is taking a photo and then digitally flipping that photo and changing the one that's incorrect based on the photo. It really helps. It really helps. I've done it a couple of times here as well. If you have a webcam, what can be really helpful is flipping the webcam and then using your computer to draw. So you're looking at the computer while you're drawing, but you're actually drawing traditionally. With traditionally, you could use the mirror. A mirror can also be helpful, definitely. To art and not to fart. Exactly. That's such a great quote, Bricklane. Such a great quote. The shadow work is perfect. Love it when you work on the details. When I work on the details like that. Thank you, Dover. Appreciate it. You try to play Stellarly's earlier, but it's the kind of game where you start to play a few hours, but end up spending another month. Yeah, there's some games like that that I really wish I could play them. I just don't have the time, you know? I've already got so many games I play, and some games really require a lot of time to stay skilled enough to participate, and some games just require a lot of time to gather a lot of resources and stuff like that. So it's really hard to play. For me, I can only really play like 3 games tops a week. Not having an eraser means you're striving for perfection, which is good, but having an eraser means you are willing to learn from mistakes and improve, which is better. So true. So true. It looks so weird on a flipped camera. Exactly. It really does. It really does. But I think your brain has a certain way of trying to draw when it sees something from only one side, when it's not flipped. So when you flip it, it's a lot easier to fix up those kinds of mistakes. You're strictly traditional? Yeah. Yeah, well, so am I. There's definitely still ways around that where you can, you know, achieve that flipping effect. Some people's eyes in real life aren't perfectly the same size. I don't think anybody's eyes are perfectly the same size anyway. It's just relatively the same size. The Stray game is awesome, really? I heard there's no map though. That must be so hard. Like, how do you keep track of where you're going or where you gotta be? Like, I would get so lost. Do I feel like games are a waste of time? No, not at all. I think I'm just really drawn to art. So, because I always feel like I have so little time for art, even though this is what I do full time, like, there is so much behind the scenes I also have to do. Like, um, I have to post on social media. I have to, you know, create speed paint videos and stuff like that. So I'm always running out of time. And I think because I've always got stuff to do after streaming, I never end up gaming, or very rarely. So it's more that other things are just more demanding and more productive, I guess, than gaming, so I don't end up doing it as much as I used to. Everyone is hooked on Stray. The game is so adorable. It looks like it. It really does. I can't wait for Kino Bridge of Spirits though. I gotta play it. Another one you see a lot is Raft, ever since the final chapter was released, yeah? Stray is amazing. It has its creepy moments too. I definitely gotta play it. It's on my wish list, so I am gonna play it at some point. Because cats explore, so to add realism, they don't give you a map. Yeah, see, I thought that, and that is kind of cool, actually. Everything's a waste of time if it's done obsessively and thoughtlessly. Yeah, like, um, the way I play video games quite often is I play a first person shooter with my brother, and it's with a community on Discord, so I have to try and maintain a certain level of skill in order to be able to keep up. And more often than not, I'm not playing enough to maintain that skill level. So this is really hard, you know, but I'm so obsessed with the game, so I always keep up going back to it. I can't just drop it. But yeah, it does require you to play more often in order to maintain that skill level. Stray is pretty linear for the most part, except for the city parts where you are finding stuff. Okay. Games is one of the many ways to relieve stress and decompress from work. It's no different than watching TV, reading a book, or watching YouTube and Twitch. Agreed. Exactly. It's no different. No different at all. And it can also be a social activity, which is even better. It's an easy game, don't worry. Well, that's awesome. Because I'm looking for just a really relaxing game that lets me explore and do stuff. And be a cat. Basically, I just want to be a cat. Video games also fulfill our dreams in a way, to do things we are not capable of in the real world, to go on adventures in infinite realms of imagination, and to explore adventures. And be cats, right? Be cats. I want to be a cat. I just so badly want to be a cat, guys. You want to be an alien. So do I. So do I. feel like there's lots of alien games though. I'm trying to make his his sweater just look a little bit more I don't know, realistic, textured. I don't know how it's going so far. Do you guys think our style and of fashion is gonna change a lot over the years? Like, do you think it's gonna stay more similar to now, or go back to previous fashion styles, or change completely? There's a huge difference too from getting hooked on an FPS or getting inspiration from casual games. Yeah, exactly, there is. But we are already aliens to any sapiens out there, exactly. Depends what life you want to live anyway. You're just inclined to be an artist. Yeah, like you end up making choices to fill your time with what you treasure most, right? So it's totally up to you what you do with that time. It's your life. It's just a matter of, hey, like, how much art time do you want? How much gaming time do you want? You've only got so many hours in a day, and you gotta make the choice. uh, You think there will be an occasional revisit, but more likely things will change. We'll see so much more that's new and imaginative. I'm curious what that looks like. I'd love to see that. That's looking so much more like his sweater. So much. Life's like a moon. We have many phases. We change and sometimes revert back to what we were before in the past. Yeah, like you can definitely see fashion styles being revisited, lots of architecture styles being revisited. But I feel like we're in a bit of a slump lately where modern architecture has stayed very similar in this very minimalist style for a very long time. And I sometimes wonder, are we gonna go back to, you know, how decorative things were in the Renaissance period? Or are we just stuck here now because it's more cost effective? Ethical, thank you very much for the follow on Insta. Fashion line's going back to the past. You see a lot of people wearing baggy clothes again, like in the early 2000s. Yeah, Billie Eilish definitely brought that back in style. There's not much to make in fashion until it's made to profits. It will jump from more complicated to tunics. Yeah, definitely. Jordan, otherwise, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Do I have a favorite art medium? It would definitely have to be oils, Jordan. Lately I've been mostly working in watercolors, but oils is definitely my favorite medium. You just wonder if Macca's will go back to their old fun style rather than a minimalist style they have right now. What was that old fun style like? Speaking of Insta, your Instagram got hacked. You will do a rebranding and re-upload all your stuff in the new one. How did it get hacked? Did you have two-factor authentication turned on? It's crazy. Whereabouts are you from, Jordan? And what is your favorite art medium? What would you say yours is? His little sweater is looking so cute. I want a sweater like this now, guys. I am jealous. Do you ever give your characters clothing that you end up just wishing you could wear? I do all the time, guys. All the time. It's the worst feeling when you can't make it. I'm not really good with needlework, guys. I'm great with a brush, not great with needlework. Not great at all. You'll send me a picture on Discord so I can see the old Maccas. They really leaned hard on their mascots and colours back in the day. I'll have to have a look. You don't have two-factor authentication on and you can't log into your account. Your friend received. You're giving $200 if you can guess the number in the picture. Wait, what? That's a scam and a hacker. Wait, you received a message that says you're giving $200 if you can guess the number in the picture? That's crazy. Yeah, definitely, guys, if you have Instagram, keep two-factor authentication turned on. It's just like an extra step to keep your account safe. You never know. Instagram accounts get hacked all the time. Did you lose a lot of followers, Bricklane? No, they received your friends on Instagram. And so is Twitch. Switch your two-factor authentication on, people. Yeah, definitely. Always, if there's an option for two-factor, guys, switch it on. So they use your account to spam that message in all your friends' chat threads. Oh my gosh. That's the worst. That's so annoying. Oh my goodness. And you know what? The shame is Instagram doesn't do anything about stuff like this. They don't care. They don't look into it. So what are you supposed to do, right? When your account gets hacked, two-factor locked you out of some accounts because you lost your phone. Yeah, that does make sense. There we go. All of the knitted stuff is done, guys. All done. Uni, hello! Hope it's been going great so far. It really has, Uni, it really has. How's your day been? So, if this account sends you a DM on Instagram, please ignore it. Will do, will do. You always forget passwords, so whenever you add more, you just can't get into anything. Do you guys keep password managers like I think 1Password and LastPass? Those are lifesavers, guys. It's going great, O'Dawn. How are you doing? Better that or get your account stolen. Yeah, like, you know, I'd much rather just lose access to my account than have my account stolen and impersonated by another person. That's much worse. So far, Instagram has the option to sign up only using an email. Kind of convenient. But yeah, it leaves the door open to hacking. It's better to have one using a phone number. Yeah, definitely. 100%. All of my business accounts, I have, I've added two-factor authentication, linked them to my phone, and linked them to my Facebook account because that way I have so much more access to it, guys. Oh my gosh. We probably have another half hour to go. And then I'm going to pull the plug on this one, guys. So I don't think I'll be finishing today. Maybe, we'll see how we go. No, I won't be because I need to do all the wood as well. So we'll probably finish it on Monday. But that's okay. We've been chatting a lot today, guys. Chatting a whole lot. It's been so fun. also next week, I'm probably going to do a lot of Patreon work. I got to finish off some of our Patreon stories, illustrations for this month. So yeah, definitely going to push that next week. And also next week we have the art challenge review, guys. So if you haven't already submitted your illustration, the theme is Grim Reaper. So basically all of you guys are submitting a drawing, a painting, a piece of clay, a ring. It can be anything, guys. Don't feel like the prompt should restrict the medium you're working in, and if you feel like it's irrelevant, just try and make it as close as possible, you know? It's not really a strict thing. Just a week left, yeah. Can we get a peek at Zazu before I end? Definitely. He's trying to get his treat in the weirdest way possible. Zazu, she wants to see you. You're very adorable. Everybody really wants to see you. Here you go. Here's a cute little Zazu, guys. Look at how adorable he is. Absolutely adorable. We've also got a stream goal for him right down here for a brand new cage. So once I reach that goal for Zazu's brand new cage, you guys will get a dedicated Zazu cam. So it's going to be on Zazu's entire cage once I get it set up. The expression on my face neck up. What on earth was Zazu doing? He's always weird. The way he tries to get to something, it makes no sense at all. It's always the stupidest way, and he's not even dumb. He's actually so smart. You got hacked on Facebook and they were selling fake stuff and making fake ads of your bank card? Oh my gosh. That's the worst. You struggle to find work in the medium. Do you like that, Zazu? They will play Numa Numa for you. You should be very happy. Long-tailed squawker. He really is, isn't he? He's got like the longest tail. It's such a problem because I'm looking at getting him a travel cage and I need a backpack version so I can take him out places. But his tail is so long. I can't fit it. I can't fit it. Wait, you struggle to work in the medium of air. It's very transparent. Oh, Dawn. That is one tricky medium that you probably cannot submit anything in. Unless you're creative. I leave it up to you. You can inspire us. You're very cute. You're very cute, Zazu. Yeah. Super adorable. Do you want people to see you up close? Let's have people see you up close. Come on. Come on. Look at him. Look how cute, guys. Absolutely adorable, Zazu. He's talking for you guys. Oh my goodness. He can talk, yeah. He says about 30 different words. That's him saying hello. He says hello. He's a good boy. He says kiss. There we go. That was who's a good boy. He also says kiss. You gonna say kiss? Come on. Come on. Say kiss. Kiss. He doesn't like parroting at all. Don't ask me why. He is a parrot, but he doesn't like parroting. He's a good boy. He is so pretty. I know. He's super vibrant, super pretty. There you go. You heard it? He said it? If you guys go to his website, puffies.org, he has got all of his vocabulary on there, so you can see every single word that Zazu says. But yeah, he's not always willing to say it in everyone's company. Some words he only says to my mum, some he only says to my brother, and some I'm lucky enough to hear, guys. Did he just woof? He doesn't woof. He used to meow. I don't know if he still meows. I haven't heard him meowing in a long time. But yeah, he used to meow. once upon a time, didn't you? Yeah. We remember the meowing, it was very cute. And then it got kind of annoying. Do you remember that? Because you were meowing all day long. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. We need recordings. Do you know how hard it is, Dover, to actually get a recording of him doing anything other than dancing for the camera? Because that's pretty much all he wants to do. He's crazy for the camera. But yeah, we've got long Zazu tail in the cam, guys. Super long Zazu cam. And he's being so cute. Absolutely adorable. One of his favorite spots to sit is on my lap when I'm drawing, guys. He absolutely loves it. Absolutely loves it. You're dying from the cuteness? He is so cute. Absolutely adorable. Sadly, you gotta go to sleep. Have a good one, Neka. No worries, I Dawn. You have a good rest. Zazu's such a good boy. He is. He's like really, really well trained. He's my best trained parrot ever. He's also mostly potty trained. So as long as you read his signals properly, he won't poop on you at all, which is such a lifesaver. You're very adorable today. You're very adorable. Are you excited for your new cage? Yeah? You're excited? Yeah? So, I've been looking at a couple of different cages for him to buy, and I really want to get him a massive one. What do I mean today? He's always adorable. You are. You are always adorable, I know. You're super cute. Super cute. He's kind of sleepy right now as well. Like, normally he's a lot more energetic. I wonder if it's like the room being nice and warm currently just has him really cozy and in a sleepy mood. What kind of parrot is Zazu? He's an Alexandrine parrot. So he comes from India. He's not an Indian ringneck. They're a little bit smaller than Zazu. He's the larger variety. So the Indian ringnecks don't have red patches on their shoulders. Zazu does, which means that's the reason why he's an Alexandrine. And he's a lot bigger. A lot bigger. So I had Zazu since he was around 6 months old. And when I got him, he was a mute. He made barely any sounds at all, guys. He didn't talk, he didn't squawk, he made no sound. He was so quiet. I actually thought maybe there was something wrong with him because he was just so damn quiet all the time. But he was totally fine. He was just being chill. Being his own little bird. So currently Zazu's around 7.5 years old. Those fortune tellers use these parrots to draw a fortune card. Yeah? You've seen Zazu's relatives before. The Indian ringnecks. They're really beautiful birds. They're actually the parrot that has the densest feathers. Like the ringneck species, the Alexandrines, they all have such dense feathers. You'll see other parrots have like a lot more scruffy feathers than these. They are so beautiful. Mostly ringnecks, the ones you met were really cared for. Oh, awesome. That's awesome. Zazu has a great life because I'm home all day, so he's never really in the cage. He flies around all day. He gets to shower every day if he wants to. And then he's just out pretty much all the time. So he's really happy. They need a lot of attention. It's crazy. Like, I think Zazu has been my most demanding bird ever. Basically, all of my other birds, none of them have been hand-reared. He was my first hand-reared one. So he thinks he's a person. In Singapore, some Indian fortune tellers use parrots to help them tell people's fortune, and they are treated like gods. That's awesome. That's so awesome. I'm glad they're treated well. Do the parrots like talk? Is that how they tell the fortunes, or how does it work? What do the parrots have to do with the process? That's what I'm curious about. It's the most adorable thing, Naka. Not found so much in the cities these days, but quite a lot in villages. The hand that carries around the parrot in a cage, they set up on the side of the road, lay out a blanket of sorts, and place fortune-telling cards all laid out. What? That's so crazy. The parrot is then called out. It walks out, picks a card, and goes back into the cage. The handler then reads out your fortune and an interpretation. That's crazy! So cute how they're trained so well. My bird is so well behaved. Yours will be chewing on your ear. Eternal, he has been trained so... I have glasses that I wear sometimes, and pretty much everyone in my family also wears glasses. So we have had to train him not to chew glasses. He won't touch your glasses. He just knows he's not allowed to at all. He knows certain things are his and he can play all he wants with those things, but when something is ours, it means no. So I'll usually, if he's looking at it and he doesn't know, I'll tell him no. And if he still goes for it, I'll really say no, and then he will get in trouble for it, you know, because that's the only way you learn how to live in a family, live in a flock. In the wild, that's what they do with each other. You know, they learn to say no to each other and they learn to get along. So it's all about being strict, but being loving at the same time. So the fortune teller will put fortune papers on the table and the parrot will pick one out. And what's on the paper will be your fortune. Interesting. Very interesting. Laxa for life? What's Laxa? Naughty Zazu. He's had to learn a lot. When he was a baby, he wanted to chew everything. So it took a lot of training to get him to this point where he doesn't chew everything. He still loves chewing. Like I said, this morning he chewed up all of his toy. It only took like 15 minutes and that whole toy was destroyed. Well, not the whole toy, but like the bells of the toy were destroyed. Luckily I buy toys that are birdie proof generally, so they don't get destroyed immediately. They usually last a couple of months and then, you know, he wears them through. But the whole idea with them is they do want to destroy things, they want to chew through things, so you can't totally blame them for that. It's in their nature, you know. 15 minutes, is that a new record? I don't know, I don't think so. I think he's chewed through some even faster than that, so it's not his record, but yeah. I also find the larger parrots, even though they have much larger beaks and they're much stronger, they're actually less aggressive, and at least mine have been. So Zazu has never bitten me, not even a single time in his life. He's slightly crunched onto me and been like, hey, I'm showing you that I'm gonna bite you, and then he's gotten in trouble for that, but he's never properly bit me. All of my other birds have bitten me so far, so he is like a gentle giant, guys. Majaja, thank you so much for that follow. Appreciate that. I never know how wide to make these because it's always a bit tricky knowing if they're gonna fit. Will I have enough room for each one? There we go, that's a bit better. So what kind of parrot have you got? Eternal? What kind of parrot have you got? We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Zazu the gentleman. He really is. He really, really is, guys. You understand the reason behind the emote now. Yeah, he's like a fine gentleman. I mean, it makes so much sense. Parrots like Zazu cost $350, untrained and kind of wild. Having a parrot is no joke in Singapore. Yeah, what? Zazu cost me $700 Australian dollars. So he's a lot more expensive here in Australia. And then I had to get him shipped from interstate as well because he was like a really special one. But yeah, so he wasn't cheap. He wasn't cheap. Mr. Kitty Kitty, I don't have hats right now and Zazu definitely won't let me get up, so I'm gonna have to deny your request. I'm very sorry. I should have brought hats in today. I really should have. How are you doing, Mr. Kitty Kitty? Will it be difficult keeping them in apartments? It depends how loud they are. Like, you know, it depends on your neighbors. It really depends how loud the bird is. If they get really bored, they can be loud. Zazu generally isn't that loud because he's always got company. He's usually out of the cage a lot. So he doesn't really, you know, vocalize as much as some of my other parrots have. You didn't even think about Zazu, no worries, that's okay. I'll definitely redeem a few next time. He's right there. He's like right there. Look at him, guys. Look at him. How could you miss him? How could you? I've made a lot of progress today, guys. Like, you know, where did I ever put that signature though? Can't seem to see it. I have to look. What did you eat today, Zazu? Somebody wants to know. Escort wants to know, what did you eat today? I'm guessing Zazu's had some fruits. He's got like a pack of dried fruits that I gave him last night and he didn't get through all of it. So he's probably snacked on that. He's got his pellets. So his main diet is his pellets. Seed is really bad for birds. Like, you can feed it in small quantities, but an all-seed diet for parrots is extremely bad. They're gonna get so many health problems from an all-seed diet, so don't ever feed them just seeds, guys. But yeah, fruits. He had some nuts today. He's also got some fresh veggies, like I give him the beans in the pods. Peas in the pods, actually. He loves those. He's also had some millet seed spray, which he's slowly getting through. But I think he's sleepy right now. Aren't you sleepy right now? You're very, very sleepy right now. He ate the souls of his victims. Well, Mr. Kitty Kitty, if you scroll back, I can't find it right now because Zazu's on me, but if you scroll back to the start of the stream, you can see a little doll that I bought Zazu. Basically, it looks kind of like a little voodoo doll. So I imagine Zazu probably thinks is one of his enemies that he is torturing all day. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the painting today. I've made a lot of progress, and tomorrow, actually not tomorrow, Monday, I'm going to finish off all the wood section on my coffin. And I'm going to finish off some of the details as well on the little boy. So on Monday, we'll be finishing off the whole thing. Not enough time for today because my weekend has started, guys. My weekend has started. But yeah, it's been awesome. Also, guys, this weekend is like the time for you guys to focus on the prompt of the month. Basically, you get to draw a Grim Reaper, guys. And next month we're going to have a really cool new prompt. We're going to have you guys draw your favorite song. So, get your Grim Reaper paintings in, because next week on the 28th, we are having our art challenge review, guys. It's going to be a ton of fun. Also, I just wanted to say huge thanks to my patrons. Guys, if you don't already know, I have a Patreon account where I'm working on an exclusive story about a little piglet called Poogie and a little witch called Phoebe. And my patrons allow me to continue working on this story and provide them exclusive content every month. You also get a monthly postcard from me if you sign up for the same price as a Twitch sub. So if you'd like to support me and get a little bit more from your Twitch sub price, please go check out Patreon. But yeah. Traditional drawing only? Are you asking me or are you asking somebody else in chat? I'm only traditional at the moment, F-Core. I used to be primarily a digital artist, but I switched completely to traditional mediums. But yeah. Guys, it's time for us to find someone we can raid. Zazu, do you know who's a good person we can choose to raid? Who do you suggest? Who do you suggest we raid for today? Let me see. Sand Experiment is still on. We could always raid Sand Experiment. We've got Charles. We've got Art of Gym. We haven't really raided Art of Gym. That would be cool to go give them a raid. And we have Lynn Barlin, who's also streaming. I feel like let's raid somebody new. Let's raid Art of Gym. That would be freaking awesome, guys. Alright. Let's see how we go. Look how cute you are when you fan your tail out like that. That is so beautiful. You're so damn beautiful. Oh my gosh. Alright guys, please copy and paste the raid call that Dover shared in the chat. And let us go. Why is my thing not working? Is that art? Is that like Art of Gym with like a 0, Dover? Or is that like Art of Gym with an O? I don't know. Art of, I think it's a 0. I feel like it's a 0. I think so. Alright, we'll find out. Dover started the raid anyway, so Dover's got me. Let's go, guys. Let us raid and see you guys on Monday. Looks like a 0 to you. Well, let's go, guys. Let us raid.